network security. So the key words are confidentiality, which is the restriction on the access of certain types of information, integrity, which is guarding against improper information modification or destruction, and availability, which is the ability of a user to access information or resources. So an introduction. So wired networks and devices are more vulnerable now than ever before, especially compared to the conventional wired networks. Many cybercrimes are enabled due to the wireless connections, which can lead to a slew of problems due to their low security. So what can happen in the result of a lack of security? So hackers can gain access to your personal information, allowing them to catfish as yourself and gain access to others' information, such as your friends and family. Then there's a denial of service attack, which blocks a user from using the device or network. Next up, hackers can gain access to your camera and microphone, allowing them to spy on you and your internet usage. Furthermore, viruses can be put on your computer, destroying it and sending private information to criminals on the outside. And finally, unauthorized users can gain unauthorized access to a company's data, performance, and financial records, as well as the data of their employees. So here are 3 key security methods. Firstly, passwords. Passwords are barriers in which only those who know the password will be able to access the device or software. They act as keys to your accounts and come in different formats such as facial recognition, thumbprint scanners, codes, both numerical, alphabetical, and sometimes both. So the advantages. Passwords are very easy to set up, and you can share your password across multiple people and across multiple devices. And there is a range of effectiveness. So you can have passwords that are very weak, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a very complex password, which features a string of randomly generated characters. So the disadvantages is that typically a lot of passwords, especially the easier ones, are very easy to brute force. So there's a high risk of that. Secondly, they're not very secure, and using the same password across multiple accounts can lead to chain access. Next up is the firewall. So firewalls are security devices that monitor and filter incoming and outgoing network traffic based on security policies of the user of the firewall. So the advantages is that it provides enhanced security and privacy from vulnerable services, provides faster response times, and can handle large traffic loads. It safeguards your network from phishing attacks. However, some disadvantages is that it's quite expensive to implement and costly to maintain, and large organizations may struggle as it restricts certain access for employees, and is very prone to malware attacks. Finally, we have the WEP, which is a wired equivalence privacy, which is a security protocol that provides a wireless local area network with a security and privacy comparable to a typical local area network. This works by a key that every device on the network uses to access the network. However, unlike a password, it is specific to networks and ensures other users cannot see the messages and data sent across that network unless they too have the key. So advantages. Cracking a WEP key is very difficult and beyond most typical hackers and users. Most users will be discouraged to enter your network due to the key being undecipherable, and it offers interoperability, since all wireless devices nowadays support WEP encryption. There are some disadvantages, however. There are software that are able to crack a lot of WEP keys using complex mathematical algorithms. And given enough time, malicious users can eventually crack the key and gain access. And if the key needs to be changed, then it needs to be done manually on each device connected to the network. The global picture. So there are more than 5 million cybercrimes each year, with over half of those attacks being unauthorized users gaining access to information and data. In the US alone, over 200 million users experienced data breaches in the last year, and with these numbers, it is essential to stay safe on the internet using different security methods. However, data loss doesn't just disappear. It stays around, thus affecting the environment. Furthermore, security breaches have led to a loss of control, which can and has led to spillages and wastes, which have affected the environment via pollution. And in addition, with the research into quantum computing for security, there are major risks in requiring more data than what will be required and draining the planet of its life. And while initially cyber attacks don't directly affect your health, stolen, breached, or blackmailed data can take a toll on your personal, social life, as well as your emotional well-being. Here's an exam style question, and here's the mark scheme for it. Thank you.